Hello and welcome to your yoga practice with No Limits Health and Wellness. My name is Graham and this is Oscar, who's usually on the mat with me, my best friend. A very special day for us. Every day in our lives is a celebration, but today we are celebrating the day that Oscar was born on December 17th. Of 2024. He's turning 9 years old today. So it's going to be some added energy to the flow, and hopefully you'll feel it and it'll carry you through. Take your time to land on your mat. We're going to begin in corpse pose, Savasana. And if you need any extra time, you can just pause the video until you're ready to begin. Or if you're already good to go, you can skip ahead to the time that we begin the moving physical practice. I'm just going to preface a few things before we start moving. This flow is going to be similar to the video that I uploaded last week. I'm redoing it to give it justice, to do it justice, I should say, because we had some technical difficulties with our audio equipment. So we're giving it another go today, but I've made some revisions and some additions to the sequence so that it's a lot more fun and flows a lot more smoothly. So let's embody our corpse pose, quieting the physical and mental, allowing the body and mind to rest for this moment, the eternity that exists in this moment. Slow the breath. The heart rate, and the thoughts. Bring your left hand to your heart, your right hand to your belly. If you want to set an intention for your practice, do so now. Otherwise, just remain open for the possibility that it will present itself to you. Open mind, open heart. Let my heart turn to practice. Let this practice become a path. May this path dissolve confusion. May confusion turn to wisdom. Have a great practice. You can flutter your eyes open and reach your arms up over your head for a full body stretch. Point your toes, lift your low back up off the mat, and hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Give our left knee a kiss and our right knee a kiss. And we're going to take reclined butterfly. So press the soles of your feet in towards one another and allow the knees to be heavy and feel them fall wide towards the earth as you relax the glutes and Melt all the muscles around the hips. Just allow them to open up. Your hands can be placed on the insides of the thighs to provide a little bit of extra weight for gravity to work with. Release. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll take a quick happy baby. So grab the feet from the outside and pull the knees down towards the armpits. Just focusing on the length of the spine, feeling it parallel to the earth, all the way from the crown of the head to the tailbone. We can gently rock from side to side if that feels good. And we'll release. Hug the knees into the chest, and then extend the legs up to the sky. Flex the feet so the toes pull towards your nose, and reach your arms up towards the toes. We're going to do toe taps here, so reaching the fingers up to the toes. You can sync breath to movement as we inhale the lungs. Full, and exhale, crunch up. You can go right hand to left foot and left hand to right foot, or just go straight up and down. Whatever you're doing, keep the breath calm. Last pulse, and hug your knees into your chest. Even though we're not in happy baby right now, embody happy baby, getting out of the head and into the heart. Going to extend the legs up to the sky, and this time we're going to keep the hands down to the floor, and we're going to pulse the toes up towards the heavens, lifting the low back up off of the mat. So again, we can sync breath to movement, inhaling to fill the lungs all the way up, and exhaling to hug the navel in and support the low back as we lift up. Keep squeezing everything into the center line. So navel is hugging in. Feet are pressing in towards one another. And you're feeling your legs glued to each other. From the knees up to the ankles and the toes. Last big pulse. And release, hug the knees into your chest. Okay. Now, if you have a block, that's great. We can use the prop. Otherwise, we can just imagine that we have one. And in fact, I have a block, but I'm going to use this towel because those blocks are really heavy and I don't want to drop it on my head. So using your block, prop, or invisible accessory, we're going to grab it with our feet, lift it up, pass it to our hands, and lower it down. And reverse that pattern. And we're going to flow through this sequence for another 5. 4. Last 3. You've got this. Finish strong and finish calm. Don't let the breath, heart rate, or mind start racing. And we'll return that block or prop or accessory. In fact, you can actually keep it nearby for the next option, for the next drill, I should say. because we have the option of doing this same exercise or setting up for V-snaps. So decide what we're going to do. Find yourself on your back, and we're going to set up for 10 seconds of block passes or V-snaps. And let's go. Okay, happy baby, just for a moment. Get out of the past, it's over. Don't worry about what's next. You'll be supported when you get there. Release, hug the knees into your chest, cross the legs so that when we rock and roll along the full length of the spine, we can rock up into a seat and bring ourselves into tabletop. Okay, we're going to set up for gate pose on the left. So extend the left leg out, heel in line with the hips, and toes pointed out. We're going to go through our cats and camels. So match your breath to movement. Inhale as you look up. Exhale, look to your belly button. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Fill the lungs. Get them empty. Last big breath in. And we're going to stay here with the belly dropped as we do our adductor rock. So pull the bum towards the heel. And keeping that dip in the low back with the tailbone pointing up towards the sky. Really feeling that stretch as we pull back. Gently easing out as we rock forward. Last rock here. We can come back to our tabletop. Going to extend the right leg out for our gate pose and go through our cats and camels. Inhale to drop the belly. Exhale, hips forward. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, look to the belly button. Few more breaths. Getting completely empty, filling the lungs all the way up. Last big breath in. And we stay here with the belly dropped and the tailbone pointing up as we pull the bum towards the heel and rock forward. Maybe matching breath to movement or not. But no matter how fast you're moving, the breath is calm and controlled. Let's come back to our tabletop and we'll press back into first down dog. And take your time to walk out this first dog. Then observe the rhythm of the breath, the consistency of that ebb and flow. There's always another wave. There's always another down dog. We'll come onto the toes, bend the knees, and go to the front of the mat. Take a halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose, reach up. Maybe take a back bend. Fold forward. Take a halfway lift. And hands to the mat. High plank to low. Up dog with new air. Stay here. We're going to roll over to the right into wild thing. So left foot steps up and over. And we send the hips high. Lengthen the spine and light up the heart. And come on over to down dog. From down dog, we're going to bring ourselves back into up dog. And from up dog, we're rolling to the left into our wild thing, stepping the right foot up and over, lifting the hips, squeezing the glutes, opening up that shoulder to shine the heart. Come back over to down dog. On your next inhale, step the right foot to where the right hand is, and then lift the right hand up for easy twist. Feel long from the crown of your head to that lifted heel, and keep that line straight as we bring the weight into the right foot and float the left heel up into our revolved half moon. Keep pushing the floor away with the right foot and keep that left heel searching for the wall, the back of the room. Last big inhale, and we're going to transition into twisted standing leg raise. Right hand to the left foot, and the left hand reaching back, gazing towards that left hand. We're going to bring ourselves into figure 4. So guide that left ankle to the right knee, and we can stay here with any arm variation that we want, or we can fold forward, bringing the hands to the mat. An option to stay in this forward fold, or to float into flying pigeon. Stay for 3, 2, and come back to our figure 4. We'll unravel, coming into extended mountain pose. Fold forward, take a halfway lift, and hands to the mat. High plank to low. Up dog with new air. And down dog, push the floor away. We're going to step the left foot to where the left hand is, and then lift that left hand up for our easy twist. Now keep that right leg active as we bring the weight into the left foot to push the floor away and bring energy up through that left leg. Feel that energy flow into every limb, every digit is a spoke in this wheel. Keep everything lit up and strong. Last big inhale, and we're going to transition into our twisted standing leg raise. Left hand to right foot, and right hand reaching back. Keep rooting into the left foot. Feel long from that left heel to the crown of your head. Deepest breath in, and bring yourself into figure 4, guiding that right ankle to the left knee. And again, we can stay in our figure 4 seat. We can fold forward, or we can fold forward, bringing the hands to the floor and floating into our pigeon. Find your pose and stay for 3, 2, and coming back to figure 4, unraveling into extended mountain pose. Fold forward, take a halfway lift, and hands to the mat. High plank to low. Up dog with new air. And down dog, push the floor away. I'm going to bring the feet together at the back of the mat. Lift the right leg up to the sky. Bend that knee and stack open the hips. I'm going to play with balance here. Getting light on the left hand and search for a bind. Reaching up towards that right heel. Right knee lifting as high as you can as you push the floor away with the right hand. Keep grounding into the left foot. Last big inhale. And we're going to flip over to a flip dog or wild thing or maybe full wheel. Stay for 3. Last 2. And come on over to down dog. We bring our feet together at the back of the mat. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Bend that top knee and stack open the hips. Keep lifting that left knee higher as you push the floor away. Hug the navel in to support. And maybe we get light on the right hand, reaching up to bind with that left foot. Keep the breath calm no matter what happens. Last big inhale. And we're going to flip on over into our flip dog, wild thing, or full wheel. Find your expression and breathe in the support. Exhale any restrictions. Deepest breath in. And come on over to down dog. We're going to bring ourselves into figure 4 legs. So start by bringing the right knee into your chest and then bring that right ankle in front of the left knee. From here, we're going to hinge forward into high plank with the figure 4 legs and then rock onto the side plank with figure 4 legs. Option to bind right hand to right foot for 3, for 2, and step forward, the right foot to the front of the mat for high crescent lunge. Going to exhale into warrior 2. We're going to dive into the left into surfers. And then we're going to pull ourselves and glide to the front of the mat for our lizard. From lizard, take your right hand to the outside of the right foot, or do whatever you need to do to create the space here to step the left foot through for a pistol. From here, we're going to maybe bind the foot or not, it's not important, but we're going to press ourselves up from pistol and take standing leg raise, binding the left hand to the left foot and open up. Keep pushing the floor away to bring the energy up into the hips, into the heart, and let it shine. Biggest breath in, and we're guiding ourselves into figure 4, again, bringing the left ankle in front of the right knee. And from here, we're going to bring ourselves into a deep figure 4 seat and hinge forward, twist, hooking that left elbow to the left foot. An option to stay here, twisting, or to keep that foot pressing against the elbow as we bring the hands down to the floor and float ourselves up for grasshopper. Stay for 3, Last two. And then coming back into our figure four, unraveling into extended mountain pose, fold forward. Take a halfway lift, hands to the mat, step back for high plank to low, up dog, shoulders back, down dog, push the floor away. So I'm going to cue this for me. Maybe you need to do it at home too. I'm going to open my mouth, take a deep breath in through the nose, and side out. I'm going to set up figure four legs on the left. So pulling the left knee in towards the chest and then bring the left ankle in front of that right knee. From here, we're hinging forward into high plank and we're rocking onto the left. Rocking onto the side, I should say, for side plank on the left. Option to bind left hand to left foot. Keep feeling the hips lift, the spine lengthen. Last big inhale and step that left foot to the top of the mat for high crescent lunge. Whoa, reach the hands up. And don't get ahead of yourself. I know where we're going to, but we're here right now. Let's open up into warrior two. We're going to dive into the right, into surfers. And then we're going to pull ourselves to the front of the mat, gliding into our lizard. From lizard, create the space so that you can bring that right foot through for our pistol, maybe binding the foot or maybe not. We're going to press the floor away with the left foot and bring ourselves into standing leg raise. Connecting the right hand to right foot, we'll open up, taking the connection to the right to shine the hips and the heart, feeling the flow of energy from the earth through us to the heavens while being shared with the world around us. Let's guide that right ankle to the left knee for our figure four, sitting into our deepest seat and hinging forward and twisting, hooking that right elbow to the inside of the right foot, pulling the left shoulder blade back. Option for grasshopper, stay for 3. Last 2. And we'll unravel. Extended mountain pose, reach up, fold forward, and take a halfway lift. And hands to the mat, high plank to low. Exhale on your way down. Up dog, new air. And down dog, push the floor away. Okay, last spicy vinyasa. Going to lift the right leg up to the sky. Bring the right knee to your nose. Lift it up. Bring the right knee to your left elbow. Crossing over. Lift the right leg up. Right knee to right elbow. Stay or float into flying crow for 3, 2, and step the right foot forward for warrior 1. We're going to exhale and open up into warrior 2. We're going to reach the right hand forward, coming into our extended side angle. Take the left hand behind and reach the right hand under for your bind, and step the left foot to the front of the mat and root into that left foot to rise up for bird of paradise for 3, Last 2. And slowly come down to a yogi squat at the front of the mat. Opportunity to towel off or have some water. And we're going to take a low bind around the left leg. So left arm reaching beneath the left knee and the right arm reaching around the back. I'm going to bring the weight into the right foot and push the floor away for our stunted bird of paradise. For 3. And slowly come back down onto the mat. And we're back in yogi squat. From here, we're going to meet in down dog. You can bring your hands to the floor and step or shoot back to high plank and low plank, up dog and down dog. Or you can choose to take spinning wheel pose, bringing your bum to the floor, inviting in some momentum and using that to get you over the hump. So we're in down dog. Now for one last walk of fire on the left. Lift the left leg up to the sky. Knee to your nose. Float the leg up. Knee to your right elbow, cross over. Float the leg up. Left knee to left elbow, option for your flying crow. 3, 2, and stepping that left foot forward for warrior 1. We'll exhale, opening up into warrior 2. And reach that left hand forward. Bring yourself into extended side angle. Take the bind, reaching the right hand back and down. Left hand around and up. And we'll step the right foot to the front of the mat, root into that foot to rise into our bird of paradise. Right foot pushing the floor away, left toes looking for the sky. Last big inhale. And slowly back down to the floor, onto the mat into a yogi squat once again. And we're going to take that low bind around the right. So right arm underneath the right leg, left arm reaching behind the back to meet that right hand. Going to bring the weight into the left foot. Push the floor away to rise up into our stunted bird of paradise. Deepest breath in. And slowly come back down to the floor. With as much grace and control, unbind and press up into extended mountain pose. I'm going to take tree, standing on the right. So left foot pressing into your shin or thigh. Take a few breaths to grow your tree into your biggest and fullest expression. Deepest breath in. And whoa, we're going to bring ourselves into dancers. So still standing on that right foot, grabbing the left foot with the left hand, kicking back into it to open up. Keep pushing the floor away, reaching the right hand forward and up to get your tallest expression. And we're going to bring the right hand down to the floor. Keep binding the left hand to the left foot. So we're in sugar cane, And from here, unbind and extend that top leg out and the left hand up for our half moon. Deepest breath in, and guide that left foot down to the floor and turn both feet to face the side of the mat for an active forward fold. Puff the chest up, hug the navel in as you fold forward. Hands can come down to the floor so that the shoulders will drop and you can relax the neck. Maybe the hands come to the knees or the ankles to pull yourself into a deeper fold. Or if your head comes to the floor, you can lift the legs up into an inversion of your choice. Stay for 3 more intentional cycles of breath. Slowly come up to a stand, one vertebrae at a time, and turn your feet to face the front of the mat. Set yourself up for pyramid pose. Step the feet towards one another, shortening the stance a little or a lot. Reach your arms up and fold over that front foot. Look to the back of the mat and walk your fingers towards the back foot. They should be pretty much in line with the back toes. Breathe into the lungs, hug the navel in. Feel those hip flexors active as you get light on the left foot and pull that heel towards your bum. Stay for 3. Last 2. And feet onto the mat, feet together. Take a halfway lift. Hands to the mat, high to low plank. Up dog, new air. Down dog, push the floor away. Lift up onto your toes, bend your knees, make your way to the front of the mat. Extended mountain pose, reach up. Tree pose, standing on the left. Feeling the support beneath that left foot as you root into the earth. Feeling the support beneath that right foot. To acknowledge the strength that you have. Find your biggest expression. For 3. Last 2. And we'll unravel, coming into dancers. Standing on the left, pushing the floor away, kicking back into that right hand with the right foot, left hand reaching for the invisible wall in front and sliding up towards the ceiling. Deepest breath in, biggest expression here, and bring the left hand down to the floor, keeping the right hand and foot bound for this sugar cane. And we'll unbind, extending that right leg and reaching right fingers towards the sky. Stay for 3. Last 2. And bring the right foot down to the floor. Turn the feet to face the side of the room. Do something different in this forward fold. Maybe it's something as simple as binding the fists behind the back, puff the chest up, and fold forward. This active forward fold, the legs are working from the waist down. You're pressing into the earth, and you're drawing energy up through the heels, through the legs, up into the hips. And from there, you surrender. You melt the muscles. You relax the mind so that energy can work for you as it flows down the length of the spine, into the shoulders, before passing through the mind and back to the earth. Slowly come up to a stand, one vertebrae at a time, and turn the feet to face the front of the mat. Step the back foot up. Reach the hands up to the sky. Feel the hips active as you try to wrinkle your mat up with your feet and fold forward. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Keep pressing into both feet. And now bring your fingers, walk them to the back of the mat. You're pretty much in line with your back toes, or maybe even further back. Breathe into the lungs, hug the navel in, transfer all of your weight into the left foot, and pull the right heel towards your bum. Stay for 3, for 2, and step the feet down, step the feet together, take a halfway lift, and hands to the mat, lower down onto your belly. We're going to set up for locust pose here. So hands to your side, palms facing down. Bring your chin, nose, or forehead to the mat. And we're going to lift up, pressing into the hips, crown of the head reaching to the heavens, soles of the feet reaching to the sky as well, fingers reaching to those heels. Now reach those arms forward. So we're in superhuman. Feel the lift, maintain the height, and take the hands back to grab those heels or those shins for bow pose. Last 5, last 4. Stay strong and slowly come down to the floor. Hands to your ribs, pull the chest through for up dog, and down dog, push the floor away. Lift up onto your toes, bend your knees, make your way to the front of the mat, and lower down onto your bum. So one last core drill before we stretch it out and wind it all down. If you have blocks will make it a bit easier and grant you access to more space. If we're having difficulty clearing the floor, what we're going to be doing is setting up for a drill that involves tabletop rocks, bringing the hips back. So if we're unable to get the bum past the hands, these blocks will give us that clearance that we need to create the space between the earth and the tailbone. So lifting the hips up, have more room to draw them back. Okay, so maybe you're going to be using blocks. Keep them handy if you think they're going to be necessary. We're going to start in boat pose. Let's get there by rocking into it. So using our balance, and find your biggest expression of boat pose. Then bring the feet to the floor, hands behind the hips, reverse tabletop. L sit. Reverse tabletop, boat pose. Reverse tabletop, L sit. Reverse tabletop, boat pose. Reverse tabletop, last one. Rocking back to L sit, and we're going to take happy baby. Feet up to the sky, and pull the knees down in towards your armpits. Release, hug your knees into your chest, rock and roll forwards and back. And we're rocking into pigeon pose. Right shin parallel to the front of the mat. Left leg extends long to the back of the room. Slowly roll onto the right bum cheek. Swing the left leg around. Right foot stays tucked into the left leg. You reach up and fold towards the left foot. Feel the length that every breath in provides. And observe the space that every exhale creates. Slowly come up to a vertical spine. Take the right hand behind the hips. Press into that right hand, right knee and left foot. Supported wild thing. Slowly lower down onto your bum. And we'll do our pigeon on the left. Left shin parallel to the front, right leg to the back. Slowly roll onto the left bum cheek and swing the right leg around. Left foot stays tucking in as we reach up and fold towards the right foot. Slowly come up to a vertical spine. Take the left hand behind the hips. Root into that left hand, left knee, and right foot. Feel the energy lift you up and just allow it to flow right through your hips, heart, throat, eye, mind. Slowly lower down. We'll take one more forward fold. I'm going to go for straddle, but you can keep your legs together or maybe do butterfly, the soles of your feet pressing in towards one another. Just 5 deep breaths in this one. Slowly lay down onto our backs. Hug your knees into your chest. And with those knees squeezing together, drop them over to the right and look over your left shoulder. Keep the shoulders heavy. Guide those knees back to center and allow them to drop to the left. And look over the right. Slowly come back to center. Give yourself another tight squeeze. Give your left knee a kiss. Give your right knee a kiss. Blow them a kiss if you can't reach them. And take waterfall. Feet up to the sky, hands up to the sky. Relax the body and mind so that all the blood and energy cascade down, allowing gravity to pull it down to the torso, to the heart, to your energetic body. Slowly bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, and take Savasana. Allow your body to be as relaxed as you can. Feel the weight of the bones in your feet as your pinky toes get drawn to either side of the room, creating space in the hips, and have your palms facing up. Open body, open heart, open mind. I'll leave you 2 minutes for your Savasana. Slowly wake up your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes and rolling out your wrists and your ankles. Take a full body stretch, arms over your head, point your toes, lift your low back up off the mat. And then roll onto whatever side feels most comfortable for you, into a fetal position. Hug your knees into your chest and use one arm as a pillow. If you're comfortable to do so, you can press yourself up with your eyes closed, or you can open them. It doesn't matter. Bring yourself into a seat, legs crossed or extended. Just feel comfortable, feel supported, and feel seen. Even if you're in a room by yourself, it's just you and the computer, or whatever you're watching on. Know that your light is felt. Your energy is appreciated. Bring your hands to your heart center. We'll end the practice with a deep cleansing breath in and out. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. May you have kind thoughts. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you have kind words. And bring your thumbs to your heart. May you be open to give and receive always. Come back to your third eye. The light in me acknowledges the light in you. Let's bow to each other. Say namaste. Thanks so much for flowing along with us. Oscar was completely passed out on his bed during the class, and here's a little bit of him snoring. Check out the website nolimitshealthandwellness.com if you want to train with me one-on-one. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and check out these videos here: a guided meditation, an express 40-minute yoga class, and some drills to help you with your pistol squat and sissy squat. More related videos in the channel's playlists.